that a few of you might have heard of in this one. So
recognise a few.
Recognise a few. Alexander Hagberg, Ollie Jeffries, Ollie Payne, Michael Orlowski, Marcus Helkvist, Marcus Mobers, Mark Stiles, Hubert Honigel, Alexandra Laurent, and Adam Catchpole. I think you need to be called Alexander, or Marcus, or Ollie, basically. That's obviously the key to success in RC racing.
Yeah.
Little known fact as well, actually, Ollie Jeffries shares my birthday as well.
Does he?
He does, so clearly he got all of the RC talent that was being handed out.
Do you know who shares my birthday?
No.
Lee Martin.
Lee Martin does he? Okay.
So there you go.
So there you go, Lee Martin got...
Claims to fames.
Claims to fames,
Birthday
absolutely.
twins.
Right, so let's get the live positions up and ready to go. So, we're getting ready. We could do without that marshal being stood there. On the grid. It's all right. He's moved.
I've been making signs, you know.
You've been making signs.
Don't sit here. Don't stand here.
Please don't stand here.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so Alex Hagberg on pole, Ollie Jeffrey second, both running plain white body shells to make life easy for us. Let's watch this. Okay, they're off at the start, so we are watching Alex Hagberg getting away in the lead from Ollie Jeffries with Ollie Payne in third. So we've got Hagberg leading, going to need to keep an eye on this one. So Hagberg leads from Jeffries, from Payne, those three slightly going away at the start. I think we sort of saw earlier on that Ollie Jeffries was a little bit worried that Ollie Payne could run with them at the start. It's kind of been a bit of a tale of two meetings really in qualifying. Alex Hagberg displaying some awesome pace early on, and then he's had a couple of car breakages later on, which allowed Ollie Jeffries to also take 2 round wins. But critically, Alex Hagberg set the times early on and managed to really secure the TQ off the basis of already having a much faster time. So watching Alex Hagberg streak away at the front, and actually there's been a bit of a break because now Orlowski has jumped onto the back of Ollie Payne as well in 4th place. We're watching the lead car though. This is Alex Hagberg, not his usual colours. It's the plain white body shell, also a plain white body shell of Ollie Jeffries. It's a very, very subtle difference. You'll see the white hot race wheels on Alex Hagberg's car. You'll see the yellow Mob Gums wheels on Ollie Jeffries' car. So very, very difficult. And actually, Jeffries looks like he's just edging back towards Hagberg. So Ollie Jeffries just doing what he can. He's just moving forward, just seeing if he can edge up to the back of Hagberg. Of course, catching him's one thing, passing's another. But these two showing they've got a bit of a pace advantage over the rest. They're going to be helped by the fact that the two young drivers that were battling in stock, Ollie Payne and Michael Orlowski, are also having a bit of a battle. Just seen a bit of a mistake off camera for Ollie Jeffries. So Alex Hagberg catching another 2 white cars. So we're just this is about to be white cars everywhere. So it's a white car overload. So be a bit more creative next time, please, guys. It makes our life much, much easier. So we're still watching the car. It's now the lead white car of Alex Hagberg. That is going around through the infield, leading, just seeing where the 2 car is. He's actually still behind the other 2 white cars, so it's there's 4 white cars. So a bit of a job trying to figure out what is going on. So running order at the moment is Alex Hagberg, Ollie Jeffries, Ollie Payne, Michael Orlowski, Marcus Helkvist, Alexander Laurent, Mark Stiles, Adam Catchpole, Hupo Honigel, Marcus Mobers. I'm keeping a keen eye out on Mark Stiles because he is running my car this weekend, so he better not damage it. So back to the front, we have got Alex Hagberg streaking away in the lead that we're watching, and Ollie Jeffrey still hasn't made his way through that traffic yet. So Alex Hagberg's lead, let's see as they come across the line, it's 2.2 seconds, and then the lead 2 have got an advantage of some sort of 5 seconds over the rest of them. So we'll keep an eye on Alex Hagberg, because the other battle going on is for third place, but we want to keep an eye on this because this really, again, it's a masterclass from Alex. And we really need to see this sort of all the way through to the end. So Alex already making his way around to the back of Mark Stiles, who's currently running in 7th. So we haven't even hit the halfway point in the race yet. So that's going to be a bit demoralising for Mark as well, that he's up there, he's driving his heart out, he's thinking he's on a really good run, and then all of a sudden this car appears behind him that is carrying huge amounts of speed. He's probably going to realise it's Alex. There's 2 white cars, they're not either of the leaders, so that looks like it was Hupo and another white car. Didn't quite make out who it was. In fact, Alex not catching Mark quite as quickly as I thought he would. So maybe Alex has realised that he's got a huge lead from Ollie. In fact, he's got some... I saw 1.4 seconds then. So just watching... Oh, no, actually, Ollie not a million miles behind Alex. So it's a little bit difficult with all these white cars out there to keep an eye on where they all are. So just watching Alex Hagberg edging towards the back of Mark Stiles. Mark knows exactly what he needs to do when Alex gets there. So Mark will open up, there we go, on any corner. And actually, Alex, that sort of looked like it caught him by surprise a little bit. And Alex had to back out of it a little bit. And Mark had to hesitate even more. So Mark being very gentlemanly there, as I'd expect, nothing less. Mark also getting out of the way of Ollie Jeffries. So Ollie's actually closing down. Ollie Jeffries is closing down Alex Hagberg pretty quick. And he's got it down to 0.6 of a second. So you're going to see Ollie Jeffries appear in the back of shot. Now, I don't know if this is Alex Hagberg. Hagberg's made a mistake, so Jeffries leads. So Ollie Jeffries takes the lead. So, wow, that's, having looked like he had a really comfortable lead there. You saw in the chicane down towards the race control section, you saw Alex Hagberg take a run across the bot dots. So Ollie Jeffries now leads this first leg of the A final. Alexander Hagberg, a multiple European champion. Ollie Jeffries not got a European title to his name, I believe. No, I don't think he has. So Ollie Jeffries now, though, out in front. And he's seemingly going away as well. So that was a really costly mistake from Alex Hagberg. We saw this yesterday as well, that Alex looks like he had a lock on this meeting early on, and he very definitely has the pace and the strong pace to do it. But we're heading for possibly the tale of 2 Ollies here. We're looking at Ollie Payne having won the first leg of the stock final, and we've got Ollie Jeffries leading the mod one, and he's going away at some kind of pace now from Ollie Payne, who's second. So actually Alex Hagberg's having a bit of a nightmare. So Alex Hagberg's dropping right down the field. So this will be absolutely brilliant. I mean, in the normal way you'd expect Alexander Hagberg to finish first or second, given the pace that him and Ollie Jeffries have been demonstrating. So this could be brilliant for Ollie Payne if he can get a 2 score rather than a 3 score, which he would normally get. That could come in really handy if it comes down to a tie-break later on. So we are watching Ollie Jeffries going away at the front, and actually Mark Stiles, having let him through for a lap, he's now sort of thinking, hang on, I'm a bit quicker here. That's probably more a measure of the pace that Ollie is comfortable running at. So we've got 1 minute 10 seconds to go, and the gap between the leaders, let's have a look, it's sort of 3 seconds odd, I think, or is it more than that? Yeah, 2.8 seconds. Okay, so Ollie Payne looking quite comfortable in second now. So Ollie Payne's dropped Orlowski, so it is Ollie Jeffries from Ollie Payne. So this is a great run here from Ollie Jeffries. He was running comfortably in second. He started cranking up the pressure on Alex Hagberg, and Alex now in 8th position, and Alex has actually stopped. So Alex has stopped. We've got Ollie Jeffries running around in the lead, doing absolutely everything that he needs to do. So Ollie Jeffries is going to cruise home to the win here from the 2. So that's going to be the first part of it done. I was speaking to Aid Jeffries the other day. He was saying it's not a million miles away. He thinks he could make it here. If you can make it here for the next round of finals, Aid, I would possibly recommend it, because it looks like your boy has got the pace to run with Alex Hagberg, and he is going to beat him in this first leg of the final. Last 5 seconds, so Ollie Jeffries is going to roll this home across the line to take the win. So great, fantastic drive there from Ollie Jeffries. Ollie Payne in second place, Michael Orlowski third. Alexander Laurent fourth, Marcus Helkvist, Mark Stiles, Hupo Honigel. Then retirements for Alex Hagberg, Adam Catchpole. We've got a bit of a replay, I think, coming up of what happened exactly to Alex Hagberg. Let's see if we can see that. So let's see, it's actually the lead of these two cars. So already had it wrong. He already had the car sideways and then just nosed it into the barrier and had to bounce it out and turn it round. Ollie Jeffrey said thank you very much. Didn't actually see the retirement come off there for Alex Hagberg, or where he pulled off the circuit. But silence.
4.
Okay, so Hagberg leads off from Jeffries, from Payne. So those three going away already at the start. Hagberg leading, bit of a mistake from Jeffries. So Hagberg's got a great lead already. And, Jeffries has made a mistake, dropped behind Payne. So, okay, Ollie Payne to the 2 spot already. So we have got Hagberg leading away. So Hagberg will be wanting a win here to take this into the third leg, and exactly what he needed has happened, because Ollie Jeffries on his roof in the back of shot. So that's really not working out for Ollie. Ollie needs the win here to get the overall, take the overall victory. Or seal the overall victory before we go into leg 3. But we're watching Alex Hagberg, so we'll ride with Alex. He's already pulling away. Ollie Jeffries and Alexander Hagberg have seemed to have a bit of a pace advantage over everybody else so far. Over the course of the weekend, they've been able to sort of put half a lap into people. So we'll keep an eye on the recovery drive of Ollie Jeffries as well to see where he's doing. It looks like he's running in 5th at the moment. So Alex Hagberg, Ollie Payne, Michael Orlowski, Hupo Honigel, Ollie Jeffries is current running order. So watching them sort of flow round, Hagberg is edging away from Ollie Payne. He's more than edging away. He's got his lead up to 1.6 seconds already after 1 minute 20. So let's continue to run with Hagberg. So no pressure for Alexander this time. Although, to be fair, at this stage of the last run, there wasn't really. He just had a different Ollie following him. He had Ollie Jeffries rather than Ollie Payne. Ollie Payne has sort of popped out in second and looking fairly comfortable. And in fact, this would give Ollie Payne the net lead going into it, because he'd have 2 2s. Not 2 2s as in the sort of ballet equipment, although whatever he does at weekends is up to him, of course. But he would have 2 second place scores. So that would allow that would give him 4 points, whereas you'd have Ollie Jeffries currently on 1 and a 4, so he'd be on 5 points, and Alex Hagberg with like a 1 and I think it was 8th he came in, so he'd be on 9 points. So that would put Ollie Payne in the overall lead. Going into the final leg with 2 second places. So Alex Hagberg leading this one. He's just coming up to Alexander Laurent, so goes past him to drop him a lap down. So lots of Alexes and lots of Ollies. We've kind of come to that conclusion that that's the way to go if you want to be a fast RC or fast 1/12 scale racer. And Ryan seems to be the name of choice for Americans, I guess.
Or Marcus.
Or Marcus, yes, yeah, Marcus works as well, actually. Yeah, there's a few Marks and Marcuses. Yeah, that works. So let's continue back round at the front of the field here. Bit of a demonstration drive coming together for Alex Hagberg. His lead over Ollie Payne is some 2.8 seconds now. We want to stick with him, though. We've just passed the 3-minute mark, so we want to run towards the end if we can. Alex Hagberg just starting to come into some traffic as well, or he will be. In fact, no, he's not anywhere near any traffic, sorry. That's another one of the white cars. That's really not helping us. So off down the main straight, he will be with some traffic soon. That is Mark Stiles. Mark Stiles is running my car in this event this weekend, so please do not break it, Mark. So get out of Alex's way, but do not stick it in the wall in doing so. There you go, parked it up nicely. Thank you very much, Mark. So continuing through the infield with Alex as he's running out down the main straight. So his lead pretty comfortable. Ollie Payne looking pretty comfortable in second, although actually Michael Orlowski looks to be picking up a bit of pace behind him, so don't really want to cut off of Alex until that gets closer between Payne and Orlowski. Let's stick with Alex, but Ollie Payne still running second, and Orlowski, let's just have a look at the gaps. That's like 1.3 seconds between Payne and Orlowski, so let's see, just keep an eye on that and see how that develops over the course of the run. So we've got sort of 3.7 seconds between Alex Hagberg and Ollie Payne. So Alex Hagberg in a bit of a cruise mode, seen him in this plenty of times before, and he's just able to head round. Ollie Jeffries, let's see, actually he's closing in on the back of, he could be a danger man here because he's closing in on the back of Michael Orlowski pretty quickly. So Ollie, despite putting it on its roof earlier, he's mounting a bit of a recovery drive. Now this could be fairly crucial because Alex Hagberg had a bad run, and actually let's see if we can go to this with Ollie Jeffries coming into the chicane in the middle, following. So we'll want to be following the white car and the orange car. We've got them. So this is Michael Orlowski and Ollie Jeffries. We'll keep an eye on where Alex Hagberg is, but he's way off down the road. So we'll make sure he doesn't make a mistake. So if Ollie Jeffries can get himself past back up into third place, this could be quite crucial because Ollie would be making the most of a sort of a bad run and still getting a top 3 score if he can get himself back up into the podium position, where Alex Hagberg had a bad run earlier and picked up an 8. So basically Ollie could help himself out here by getting past Michael Orlowski, although Orlowski driving tight. Ollie trying to force a move, so great racing here. Michael Orlowski slams the door shut on him. Ollie desperately trying to find an opening so that he can go. This is all helping Ollie Payne, or it will be, but Ollie Payne will secretly be thinking, please don't let him go, Michael, because he knows the pace that Ollie Jeffries has in his car. So he will be thinking, please, Michael, hold him for as long as you possibly can do, because Ollie Payne will not want Ollie Jeffries unleashed behind him, because I think Ollie Jeffries has got some extra pace in his car and could take advantage of that. So we're watching this battle between Orlowski and Jeffries. So Jeffries made a little bit of a mistake. He's dropped back from Orlowski, which has let sort of Ollie Payne peg the gap. Just keeping an eye on where Alex Hagberg is, and he's miles ahead. He's about to lap Adam Catchpole, who's running in ninth, so he'll put another lap on him, but he's already gone past him, but he's at the opposite end of the circuit, so he's like 5 seconds down the road, so best part of half a lap from Ollie Payne. Someone's just been on his roof. That's not the car that we were wanting to look at. I think that was Hupo, actually, who was running in 5th, so that's going to bump Marcus Helkvist up, I think. So we're still watching Ollie Jeffries desperately trying to find a way past. Ooh, little bump there for Ollie. So he's trying to find his way past Orlowski. The two of these actually probably slightly closing on Ollie Payne. Rear of Ollie Jeffries' car starting to step out a bit. He's obviously been driving this very, very hard. How long have we got left? 45 seconds. We're into the final minute. He could be struggling slightly for rear traction now. If you overdrive these cars and slide them about, fling them about a bit, you can lose rear additive. I think, though, that gap has sort of stabilised. We need to go back to the leader. He is on the main straight now. He's one of the white cars. Let's just have a look. He's the second of the 2 white cars just in the centre of the circuit. So let's follow the leader now. Let's watch Alex Hagberg bring this one home. Great drive from Alex to bring this with sort of the final 15 seconds to go. So fantastic demonstration drive. Shout out to Ollie Payne as well, who is looking like he's going to bring it home second, with Orlowski 3rd and Jeffries 4th, unless anything changes on the last lap. So just keeping an eye on what the finishing times are. They have all finished. So Alexander Hagberg wins that one from Ollie Payne, Michael Orlowski and Ollie Jeffries. Aha! We have the technology. So, Alexander Hagberg gets that from Ollie Payne, Michael Orlowski, Ollie Jeffries, Hupo Honigel, Marcus Helkvist, Alexander Laurent, Marcus Mobers, Adam Catchpole and Mark Stiles. let's just see what that's done to the overall. Yeah, as I thought, Ollie Payne's actually leading now with a 2 and a 2. Ollie Jeffries with a 1 and a 4. Michael Olowski with a 1 and a 3. Alex Hagberg with a 1 and an 8. Michael Olowski with a 3 and a 3. Alex Hagberg with a 1 and an 8. So your winner's going to come out of Ollie Payne, Ollie Jeffries and Alexander Hagberg. No one's going to beat any of those three. I think Olowski could deny Payne a podium. Possibly, yeah, he could. If Olowski wins, he could deny Ollie Payne a podium. But yeah, I think it's looking likely that the top three is going to consist of Alex Hagberg, Ollie Jeffries, and Ollie Payne, I believe. Olowski's got a shot of taking it, but he does need to win.
4.
So Hagberg leads away from Jeffries. So remember, if Alex Hagberg or Ollie Jeffries wins this, they have won the meeting overall. Hagberg already stretching away from Ollie Jeffries. So these two probably going to want to build a bit of a lead. Ollie Payne's got 2 seconds. He's actually leading overall at the moment by virtue of the fact that the two guys that have won each of the heats haven't got a second good score. So they're going to need to watch out for Ollie Payne as well. Ollie Payne not really in control of his destiny though, because he would need to win this leg and hope that the others didn't finish second. So what we're watching now is Alex Hagberg going away at the front. So let's stick with Alex Hagberg. He's going for his 5th title in a row, I believe. Could be 6th. Yeah, need to double check on that, but let's run with Alex Hagberg out in front. I can see he's starting to stretch away from Ollie Jeffries. Ollie Payne's in fairly close attendance, and so is Michael Olowski. So of all of these, Ollie Jeffries is the only one of the top 4 without a European title to his name currently. Up until about an hour ago, that was true of both the Ollies not having European titles to their name. But of course, Ollie Payne has just won the 13.5 title. So we're watching Alex Hagberg streak away at the front. What's his gap? His gap 1.8 seconds. That he's got. So Alex Hagberg does not want the risk of Ollie Jeffries struggle or having an opportunity to have a bit of a sniff at him and get past him. So Alex Hagberg is really sort of attacking the track and driving away. Let's have a look at fastest laps. It's an 11.182 from Alex Hagberg and 11.274 from Jeffries. Everybody else is sort of slow 11.3s, which are Payne and Orlowski. They're sort of 11.395, 11.397 respectively. So Hagberg's got 2 tenths in his pocket over drivers as class as those two. Ollie Jeffries looks like he might have his hands full with Ollie Payne in the back of shot. So let's stick with Alex Hagberg because we want to watch this run possibly to the European title. So it might look like a boring 8 minutes, but Alex is making it look boring purely through his dominance. If he can drive his way to the front, but he doesn't need to drive his way to the front, he's already at the front. If Alex can stretch away, get away at the front of the field, he'll have done absolutely everything he needs to do to retain his title that he won here at this same venue last year. So brilliant drive at the moment from Alex Hagberg. So one of the other white cars pulling out the way and retiring, just spotting that's the 8 car of Hupo. So he's pulling offline. Alex Hagberg doing everything he needs to. What's his lead now? It's 2.1 seconds over Ollie Jeffries. Ollie Jeffries has got his hands full with Ollie Payne. Don't really want to cut back to that, unfortunately, because we want to run with this lead car of Alex Hagberg. Although it might just look like a solo demonstration run, it's because Alex is driving that well. That's what he's turning it into. Alex flowing round through the infield one more time. He's going to start closing in on some traffic and catching up on traffic. So let's see if the gap that he's got is big enough to let him get through there comfortably. It should be. Just off shot actually, Ollie Payne's running second now. So Ollie Payne is running second, so bit of a mistake from Ollie Jeffries, who's now got his hands full with Michael Orlowski. Let's just do some quick maths. What's that going to do? Alex Hagberg would have 2 1s. He would win the meeting. Ollie Payne would have 3 2s. He would be second from Ollie Jeffries with a 1. No, Ollie Jeffries' third place would be enough to get Ollie Jeffries second. So you would have Ollie Jeffries and Ollie Payne tied on 4 points if, and it's a big if at the moment, it's looking like, because we could have Michael Orlowski actually doing Ollie Payne a bit of a favour. If Michael Orlowski can get past Ollie Jeffries, it will give Ollie Payne, as things stand at the front, it will give Ollie Payne second overall. Looks like at the front we've got Alexander Hagberg heading for the title if he can just keep it going, keep it flying around. It's not a great surprise. Alex, the defending champion, won it here at the same venue last year. Showed great pace from early on in the weekend. It's a little bit messy in the middle of the weekend, but he's pulled it together when it mattered. He won the last leg fairly comfortably with Ollie Jeffries having taken the first leg. The final with Alex having a bit of a problem, bit of an issue. So just watching Alex Hagberg out onto the main straight. How long have we got? We're into the final 3 minutes, so less than 3 minutes of this European Championships to run. Still running round. There's just keeping an eye on what's going on between Ollie Jeffries and Michael Orlowski. They're having a fairly close battle. If that changes, we will let you know. All that's going to affect is who finishes second. As things stand, Ollie Jeffries is going to finish second. Alexander Hagberg is going to win. Ollie Payne will be third. If Michael Orlowski can get past Ollie Jeffries, all of a sudden that's going to give Ollie Payne second place. Ollie Payne makes his way past Mark Stiles. Mark running my car this weekend, if I haven't already mentioned that lots of times. So Mark doing a good job with my car. That's nice to see. But we're watching Alex Hagberg now. Still flowing through into the infield. Less than 2 minutes to go. So Alex less than 2 minutes from defending his title. So never a nice start when you're on pole position for the first final and you don't win the first leg. It cranks up the pressure for the second and third legs, but Alex knew what he needed to do. He has resisted that. Let's see how much of a gap he's got. He's got a 4-second lead over Ollie Payne. Ollie Jeffries still holding in onto third from Helkvist now. So Helkvist is attacking Ollie Jeffries for the third and fourth. So just keeping an eye on that, because again that's going to potentially have an impact on the overall outcome. But as things stand, we're coming up to just about 1 minute to go any second now. So we're at just about 1 minute to go now. So Hagberg 1 minute away now from defending his title. So let's stick with this lead car. It's been a bit of a boring demonstration run from Alex, but that's just because he is that good. Just drives away at the front of the field at relentless pace. 11.119, Alex's fastest lap. Next fastest lap is an 11.246 from Ollie Payne. So Ollie Payne did he jumped Ollie Jeffries and started trying to edge away. So he's tried to take the fight to Alex, but he just hasn't got the pace to run with him. So here we go into the last 30 seconds. So we're still following this lead car down. So Alex Hagberg still leading, doing everything he needs, and actually such has been Alex's pace, he's nearly going to lap his teammate. He's not quite going to do it, but he's coming up behind the battle with Ollie Jeffries and Marcus Helkvist for third place. So I think as things stand, we're going to be crowning, as we cross the line, Alexander Hagberg as our European champion, Ollie Payne second, Ollie Jeffries third. So pretty sure that is going to give Alexander Hagberg the title. We know it does. So Alex Hagberg has won the title. Ollie Jeffries gets second. Ollie Payne ties him on points for third. I'm going to get down there, see if I can find Alex. Right, okay, so on the radio, Mike. So, sorry, I'll cut back and let Matt do that while I fight my way across the track.
I mean, you look at the relief on Hagberg's face, the emotions that ran. He's not one for having his emotions on his sleeve, wearing his heart on his sleeve. He's a very calculated racer, but that was relief. He wanted to do this in two. He always wants to do this in two, but he's done this within two, but in the third because of various issues. Behind him, about to shake his hand, there's Ollie Jeffries, looking slightly what could have been. And we'll go back to James.
Alex looking a bit drained, getting a hug there. So everybody wanted to congratulate Alex. So we'll catch up with him in a sec. There's Boyd as well, wanting to say, Alex, well done, mate.
Thank you very much.
So looked like you wanted to get away at the start of that one. Obviously, there's a bit of pressure when you're on pole and in a three-legged final and you don't finish the first leg or you have a bad first leg. So were you a bit worried that Ollie might have something on you there?
I knew there was absolutely no room for mistake from my part because Ollie was very fast and I tried to push really hard at the start to gap the others, and after that I had a decent gap and I tried to control the race.
Okay, I mean, I noticed you were sort of starting to catch some lap traffic. Did you think with the gap that you had, you had that in mind? You didn't want to go sort of charging into it. You could control the pace of the run to the end once you knew how big the gap was?
I was trying to go as fast as I could because you never know what's going to happen. And I don't like to drive too safe because sometimes then you make mistakes. But yeah, obviously I could pay attention to the traffic in front and not get involved.
No, okay. I mean, that's just got it's a fantastic drive. I mean, it looked like a bit of a boring run, to be honest, from our camera position, basically because you just disappeared at the front. We kept the camera on the car for the whole 8 minutes, and effectively you didn't see anybody. I don't know if you realised, actually, you were coming up to lap the battle for third place, which was Ollie and... I'm sorry, I can't remember whose car it was now, but Magnus Helgqvist. You were coming up to lap their battle for third place. I don't know if you realised, quite how far ahead you'd got.
Yeah, I saw those guys in front, and I knew I wasn't gonna catch them because I wasn't quick enough. And yeah, I could be pretty safe distance to them.
Okay, well, just want to say again, well done, Alex. So fantastic, great drive from you. And is that 4 or 5 in a row now?
That's 5, I believe.
5. Okay, so 5 in a row. So well done, and we'll see you again next year. So thank you.